Welcome, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today on this virtual open house tour. My name is Renee, and I'll be your host today. And then I also have Chris Josephson with me, who is my coworker. He's going to be acting as the moderator for this open house. We have turned off the chat button. We still want to hear from you, and if you have any questions, then definitely, I think there's a Q&A button that you could select. So by all means, post your questions, and Chris will interrupt me at some point, or maybe he'll just answer the question himself. I don't know. So
Maybe both.
Anyway, so today this virtual open house we're doing the Lincoln floor plan, which is the 2541 or 2,541 square feet. And hopefully everybody can see my screen, but this is, and I've got the Craftsman up because this is what the customer has chosen, is the Craftsman version. We do have other selections, to pick from each home. Some homes have more than others, but we've got our Traditions, Signature, the Craftsman, and then the Farmhouse. All of these come at different price points, which are on the website. If you just scroll down right here, it's already listed on the website, so you can look there and see what each one of those might cost.
Now, Renee, is that specific to Silverdale, or if they are building some other area?
Yeah, thank you, Chris. So today we're coming from the West Puget Sound area, which is in Silverdale, Washington. And these exteriors are good in, I think, all our states except for Arizona, I would imagine. So they kind of have their own exterior down there. So, but yeah, great question. I'm going to go ahead and go into our video. And we're going to start here. Before I get started, again, this is the Craftsman exterior. They've got a beautiful water view in the back there. So along with this particular house, because it is on the water, we had to add the anti-corrosive package to it, which changes some things to stainless steel just for corrosive reasons. So you probably can't notice it here, but this little box here would be stainless steel, as well as the nails and flashing and that type of stuff. There's more to it than that, but that's just a little bit there. I'm gonna go ahead and start the video, start scrolling in. I forgot to mention something. On this particular floor plan, I'm gonna go back actually. The customer bought this lot with a mobile home on it. So it had all the utilities there. However, there was just one slight problem, and that was that the house was too big to fit on the property. So we did have to reduce it in size. And I'll show you later when we get into the video where that took place. We had to reduce it by 2 feet. So I took it from 2 different places so that, one room didn't become 2 feet shorter or narrower. So. With the Craftsman, you'll probably see here where we've got most of the house has the hardy plank siding, and then we've used gelled windows here. And this is the Craftsman exterior, or the windows for the Craftsman exterior, I should say. And then this up here is real shake shingles on there. So we're at the front door. Walking in. This first room here, you have an option of it being a dining room or a den. This customer selected the den. This light fixture up here would be something from our standard selection. Customer is going to put his own fixtures in later. Customer also decided to upgrade the door package our standard doors would be 6-panel, and this is our 2-panel version, as well as the trim here. This trim would be our Craftsman style trim, and so that was also an upgrade that they chose to do, as well as the hardwood floors. I guess it would be engineered flooring, hardwood. So now we're walking into the great room kitchen area. It's pretty open. With this particular layout, there's usually a little recess here where this wall is in further. The customer chose to bump that out, and again, I can show you that better on the actual floor plans, to make this room bigger. This dining room kind of has a little nook area. And we'll come back to the kitchen in just a minute. So now we're going to be entering into the master bedroom, which is at the other side of the house. The other bedrooms are opposite behind the kitchen area. So this is one of the rooms where I took a foot off. This was a pretty good sized bedroom anyway, and bathroom. So we took a foot here. Again, this would be our Craftsman style windows with Craftsman trim. And now we're going to be going into the master bathroom. Probably should have sped the video up a little bit, I guess. So in this bathroom, the customer chose real tile floors. Normally it would be our vinyl flooring that we would put in here, but they selected an upgraded tile. The mirror lights, all standard. What is upgraded is the countertops to a quartz, and as well as the plumbing. The plumbing fixtures throughout the house were upgraded to a satin nickel. And then, of course, you'll notice the shower with no door. With Adair, you have an option to add a door or maybe get a custom door. And this customer chose to get a custom door. So that's why you're not seeing a door there. They added the bench. This is all tile. Again, satin plumbing fixtures in there with a little niche. Then this section here underneath the window, typically if they had upgraded this bathroom to have a separate shower and tub combination, which they did not, and that's because this is a vacation home for them, and they didn't feel they needed that. They got the water out front. So we're walking into the closet now. This home, I think, has the largest closet out of all of our homes. It's pretty good size. And I don't have those dimensions here in front of me, but it's a small bedroom, really. I personally love the windows in here. Some might not like that. You know, you can add blinds, cover that up.
And then Renee, we have a question. Is the trim around the windows full wrap? Is that standard?
Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah, it is full wrap.
But is that standard or is that part of an upgrade?
No, it is not standard. That would be an upgrade as well. So our standard windows are drywall, just drywall. So you have the option of adding a full wrap, or you can do a windowsill and apron, which would be the board on the bottom with a piece of trim underneath of that. Did that answer the question? Okay.
I think it did.
Okay. This here is just the standard closet, single pole. This closet here is the only floor plan we have where I think there's an option to add an island in the middle of it. That's how large it is. I meant to go full screen too. Sorry about that. So again, this is where the tub would have been if they selected one. Some people that don't select it, they put a dresser there, makeup desk. They use it, maybe a bench. Behind this door here is the toilet. So that's the toilet room. And then right here, you'll notice this is our standard light switches too. Some people ask us what they look like. So there you have it, the flat panel. Look at that view. Another question we get asked a lot is about outlets. You can tell there's a fair amount of outlets in almost all of our rooms. I think Adair does really well with that. You have the option of adding more, or maybe relocating ones that already exist. This is our standard doorknob here too, which is in the satin brushed nickel. So in this room, a couple things are happening here. They've upgraded the cabinets to a naughty alder. Our standard cabinets are made of beech wood, but this is the naughty alder. They also upgraded the countertops. And again, when we upgrade the plumbing fixtures, it upgrades the whole house. Or you could do individuals, I guess. These pendant lighting is something that would also be an add-on, as well as the vaulted ceiling. All of our ceiling heights start out with an 8-foot plate height, and then you have the ability or option to upgrade to either vaulted ceiling or a 9-foot ceiling plate. Also in this room, like I said, this wall right here, maybe if I go a little further, it'll turn, was all bumped out, so it was all just straight across the back. These are our standard appliances that come with the house, also the standard knobs. This person chose to upgrade to a single bowl stainless steel sink. This is our standard backsplash, although it's kind of hard to see, but which is subway tile. Actually, this is a little bit of an upgrade. They did choose a different color. So this is a good view here. Also in this room is some can lighting. So our homes don't come standard with can lighting. So you can add that in as an option as well. They also added the fireplace, which is also an upgrade. Our standard upgrade is gas. You have some other options you can add there too, like the blower fan, and if you don't have natural gas, then you can, we can change that out to be liquid propane.
And then Renee, I might have misheard. Did you say just the great room doesn't come with can lights, or our houses don't come with can lights?
Just the great room.
Okay, so our kitchen does come with the can lights, right?
Our kitchen does come standard with the can lighting. The great room doesn't have any lighting in it at all, so you can upgrade to the can lighting at a package there. This also here, the windows, these were all added on. There was just one sliding glass door here as far as our standard plan goes. So they've added a French door, and then these two windows on the side. Obviously they want to capitalize on that view of the water out there. So this right here too, I guess a lot of people ask us about the mantle. So our Adair's standard mantle is a drywall wrapped mantle. You do have the option of upgrading, to a different style, but if you choose not to, then it's drywall wrapped like this. And then you have a selection of tile that you can choose from for your surround. I don't know if I backed it up or. Again, you notice all the outlets that we have. Also, something else to notice is our vents are in the ceiling with Adair, which I kind of like. No more you know, accidentally sticking your foot on the vent. You know, and I just think that's smarter. This will give you a good view of the front door, in which this is our craftsman. Again, it might be hard to see in this video, but this is the standard door with 2 side lights. Had you maybe selected to have a dining room, this wall could have been opened up. We're pretty customizable. So, and definitely want to build a home to meet your needs. But again, the customer chose the den, but just wanted to kind of share with you that you could open that wall up and maybe put a set of double doors there. This door right here would be the pantry for this home. I think this counter, Chris, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's like 12 feet on this.
Yeah, I do believe it's a 12-foot wide.
Yeah, pretty good size island. So now we're going to be going into the back of the house, or where the other bedrooms are. This closet straight ahead of us with these bypass doors is where the furnace would be located in this particular floor plan anyway. And then there'd be, this is a closet here, just a deep closet for anything you want to store. So we're entering, this is a 3-bedroom house, 2.5 bath. Again, notice the craftsman style trim, full wrap, upgraded doors. The neat thing about this floor plan is that each bedroom, the other bedroom as well, there's an adjoining Jack and Jill bathroom, so they get to share the bathroom. But each one of these rooms has a walk-in closet, which is kind of nice.
Then Renee, I don't know if you know the exact amount, so maybe just generalize. There's a question on this house here. What is the price of what we see here? Do you know either what the exact one is, or maybe what is average for an upgraded house like this?
So this customer spent roughly about $119,000 worth of standard upgrades, and I think about $30,000 worth of custom options in this particular plan. Now this plan was bought, you know, in 2019, I believe it was. So the pricing is different now. As far as our current pricing, that would always be something that you could look at online to tell what our current pricing is on our homes. This is that Jack and Jill bathroom. So that there's 2 doors, that one leads into each room. Again, a pretty long vanity here. Something I didn't mention in the master bathroom is back when this customer ordered this house, it wasn't standard to have 2 sinks in the master bathroom. However, it is now. So, but in the guest bathroom or our second bathroom here, you have the option of adding an additional sink if you want to. Again, this is a vacation home. Customers didn't feel the need to do that on either one of them. Tile floor again. And then it probably, I don't know if the video shows you, but it might. So here's the sink area, and then there's another door that leads into the tub and toilet room, I guess is what we'll call it. So yeah, it's gonna go in there. So this is our standard tub shower combination with curtain rod here. You can upgrade this to just a shower by means of just maybe a fiberglass shower. You could tile it if that was something you wanted to do, but this would be our standard tub and shower. And this is standard in all bathrooms initially, unless you decide to upgrade. So here's bedroom number 3. And this bedroom also has a walk-in closet. I think it's an excellent feature. So now we're going to go out into the hallway, and directly across from this bedroom is a half bath, which could be used from, you know, I guess you'd have it. Our half baths come standard with a pedestal sink. This is not the standard pedestal sink. This would be the upgraded version of it. And it's not a whole lot to upgrade. I think it's like $265 to upgrade to this sink. And now we're entering the laundry room. So again, they selected tile flooring for in here. This door here is going out to the garage. And this would be an idea or an example of what our standard or what would come standard in the laundry room as far as a shelf being above where the washer and dryer would hook up. And now we're going to go up the stairs. So Adair has the Lincoln floor plan and the Click-A-Tat. The floor plans are the same, with the exception of this bonus room. The Lincoln offers this bonus room above the garage. So it's a pretty good size room. Maybe hard to determine that in the video, but when we're done with this video, I'll show you what the plans look like and talk a little bit more about how we shrunk it to fit on the lot.
And Renee, part of that upgrade that you talked about, that was a lot of it was turnkey in that price, right, for upgrade cost?
Yes, actually, yes. I think about $45,000 of it was our turnkey
Yeah.
package as far as that goes. Well, actually, no, I didn't include that.
Okay.
The custom options, it was actually 60,000, right around 60,000 for total custom options. I left that part out just because of the turnkey, but I didn't want everybody thinking they did $60,000 worth of custom options. But so our turnkey package, that is something that any homeowner can add. And that kind of helps with the site development piece of it, where Adair takes responsibility for some of it. There's still some homeowner participation with that, but it's, you know, in some cases, if you don't live local and you're building in an area, it's a great option for those people. Or maybe you just don't have the time or desire. So we could talk more about that if that was important. So the other thing, these two doors here, they're little half doors. They go out into a attic space, I guess. You can choose to upgrade. What is it? They put a floor. I think it's just a floor. It's for storage. So there is no closet up here. Just so you know. And then this is just a picture of the garage. And this is the Puget Sound out here, the Hood Canal, I should say. So this customer also added our covered patio. Maybe, I don't know if we'll get closer in there or not. this deck is something is usually a customer responsibility. But I don't know if we'll get closer in on that. But anyway, our covered patio, this has a tongue and groove pine with our with our craftsman style there. And then you'll notice that the door kind of has these neat little features here that kind of gives it a neat look to it. Well, that ends the tour. So now I'll go over to show you what the concepts look like. So to shrink this, again, I took a foot off here on this side of the house, and then I also took a foot out right in here, this section here, because I realized that there was like a 6-foot difference between the island and the rest of the cabinets on the other side. I just moved the island over 1.5 feet to gain that space back, so it didn't decrease the great room and make it any smaller. So that's how we did that, and we just kind of shoved that whole thing over, and it worked out wonderful. So customer also added an outdoor shower to this house, or I should say the spigot for hot and cold water, and then we poured some cement out here because with our turnkey you do get some flat work with that. So that was a kind of neat little thing. With them being on the beach, they wanted to be able to, hose off, before coming into the house. So, you have anything, Chris?
Yeah. Question was, can you vault the rear patio cover?
Can you bolt it?
So to answer that question, yes, there are some vault options on our patio covers. There is going to be kind of a standard look, but then we do offer options to vault our patio covers. There's actually quite a bit of different versions out there, but yes.
I thought you said bolt, but actually you said vault, right?
I did.
Sorry about that. That threw me for a loop for a minute. So good question. Yeah. And a lot of our customers do that, especially if there's a view. So, anyway, I don't know if there's any other questions or comments. Be happy to hear them. Other than that's all I have for us today. With the exception of letting you know that your next step would be just to schedule an appointment to come in and meet with us here. We cover 5 counties. We cover all of Kitsap, Jefferson and Clallam County, and then we cover part of Pierce County. Just because we're on the Kitsap Peninsula, we cover up to the bridge. We don't go across it. That's where our Olympia branch would take over. And then Mason County, we cover a section of Mason County as well. So you can schedule an appointment with our online sales team underneath the chat feature, or you could go to adairhomes.com. I think it's /schedule. Or you can call the branch and you can schedule an appointment with Chris or I. So I think that pretty much concludes, unless there's any other questions anybody has.
Yeah, at the moment, nothing else is coming through.
Alrighty. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining us today and taking time out of your day to be with us. So appreciate that. Hope to maybe hear from some of you. This is just 1 out of 47 floor plans that we do have. So, and we're definitely here to customize it the way that you live in your home.
Then I actually got one last question that came in real quick. It says, if I want a smaller vanity in a bathroom, will that give me a credit?
So that's a great question. Anytime we are making any alterations to the floor plan, there's a $250 design fee change. And so what I'll tell you is if the difference was greater than $250, then possibly. This customer in particular did get a credit when we when we shrunk the house, because we essentially took, you know, I don't know what the square footage added up to, but I mean, we took 2 feet off out of the middle here, or 1 foot here and the other foot. So he did get a credit. Obviously, that was more than 250. So that's what I'll leave it at that. So if it was more than 250, yes, you would get a credit.
And then Renee, with every change, what kind of fees are there? So there's the design fee, and then is there any other? And then does it count?
Yeah, there's possibly an engineering fee too. So with this particular home, we definitely had some engineering fees associated with this. So that would be anytime we're changing anything on the outside structural walls, it's usually a $500 engineering fee. Adair does cap that off at $1,750. So that's the most you'll pay us. So yeah, with this house, we did have some of those because of the shrinking of the house.
And is there a cap on design fee as well?
Yes, there is $1,500 design fee cap. So that's the most, again, that we would charge you for making any changes. If we started getting too many structural changes, then we would have to go down a different path. So we have a custom home path, and we also have a modified Adair path. Custom home is just that. Custom home. Modified Adair path is maybe taking one of our floor plans and maybe kind of altering it in such a way that maybe we don't recognize it anymore. But that would be when we would pull the drafting team in. That's a whole nother conversation to go down either one of those paths, but you do have that option.
All right, I don't see any other questions coming through.
Okay, well, again, thank you guys all for joining us today. And if you do have any further questions, you know, don't hesitate to reach out to either Chris or I. We'd be happy to answer those for you. Okay.
All right, well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you again. Bye.
Bye.